Hello guys, and welcome back to another Skyrim mod update video. We are on episode 284 of brand new mods for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Now I don't have a lot of mods to choose from these days, so I'm going over simply all the new mods out from the last 24 hours or so, and I'm just covering what there is. Also, in case you didn't already guess, I'm also covering other games right now as well, as it's just a lot of fun to make these videos for games like Cyberpunk, but also a bunch of other open world RPG games as well. But of course, the very first video I make every single day is the daily Skyrim mods, so let's jump into it. The first mod of today is called the Shadow of Death Scythe, a new weapon based on the weapon from Darksiders 2 of the same name. Found either at the Blacksmith in Whiterun or craftable at the Skyforge under the Daedric category, if you happen to have the Daedric smithing perk, is the new awesome looking one-handed scythe. So being one-handed also means you can dual wield it. Not a lot of unique info needed to know. It can be enchanted as normal, it can be improved at the grindstone to exquisite for just 2 ebony ingots, so that's not a lot. Finally, in terms of damage, it is the same as a Daedric war axe. But the cool thing about it is they are much faster than a war axe. War axes are stronger than, say, a one-handed Daedric sword, but has a much slower swing speed, so the overall damage you can do kind of levels out with both. But this has the speed of a sword and the damage of an axe, plus it looks really awesome. The next mod is a cool one. It's called Playable Elder Race, and it literally allows you to play as one of the Elder NPCs of Skyrim. Added are all 44 named Elder NPCs to the list of Elder Race preset. It means you can play as Esbern, Septimus, Grelod, Anise, and many more Elder NPCs. You can wear all armors and clothes available in Skyrim with any of them as well. You start with a +5 to smithing, +5 to enchanting, +5 to alchemy, +5 to restoration, +5 to illusion, and a +10 to speech. Unfortunately, you get a -10 starting health and stamina, but because you have the Elder Knowledge skill, you have a +10 starting magicka. You start with the reduced health and stamina recovery rate as well, just simply to make it a bit more immersive as you are older, but you do have increased magicka recovery. Added a 50% resistance to frost because most elderly people in Skyrim are Nords, and finally you do get the power and ability named Elder Knowledge. One gives you 50% fortify magicka, and one gives you regenerate magicka during 60 seconds. So if you want to play the game as a more experienced character, now you can with this mod. Our next mod is the only PS4 mod of today. It's called No Running in Towns, and the mod will prevent you from running around in towns and cities of Skyrim to make it so you blend in more with the people of Skyrim. Good, especially if you're playing a sneak style character. The guards don't really like you running around, and they do mention it, so with the mod you won't accidentally draw attention to yourself, as simply put, running is no longer possible to do in towns of Skyrim. The fourth mod of the day, guys, is called Randall Grove, a new player home in Raven Rock with a small quest to discover what happened to its previous owners. The house is, for features, just got all the essentials, however it does look amazing, but has all the regular house stuff in it, so we don't really need to go over it, you can see what there is in the video. Instead, let's find out a little bit about the original owners of this player home. Long ago, Councillor Laryl Morvain used his personal wealth to restore the bulwark, which had been endangered by ash seeping through the cracks. This massive structure was designed by his predecessor, Brara Morvain, to shield Raven Rock from the Red Mountain's ash storms. Laryl's efforts to protect the town, however, couldn't make up for the dying mine and the subsequent impoverishment of his people. The East Empire Company abandoned the island, and Raven Rock was regarded as insignificant among House Redorand's possessions. There was no way to restore contact with the trading company, and one of Laryl's daughters, Vatia, started wondering about alternative ways to provide for the settlement. She retreated into a cave with her husband Ravis, and they worked in secret until they succeeded in creating a teleportation spell. Their alteration magic, however, only worked on people and small objects, and it was impossible to transport big shipments of supplies to Raven Rock. Vatia had to make dealings with the Telvanni in order to improve her craft, and she departed to seek further assistance. Meanwhile, Ravis used his teleportation spell to aid Raven Rock like he could, but greatly suffered from his wife's absence. He travelled to Riften and grew aspen saplings from ash. He travelled to Whiterun and bought the best crafting tools available. He travelled to Solitude and commissioned all the furniture to make the cave as comfortable as possible. And there he lived, cherishing the moments his love would come back and see the marvel their home had become. What happened to the hard-working couple? Well, venture north of Raven Rock and find out for yourself with this mod. Our final mod of today, guys, is called Snippy, your new droid follower, and he's pretty awesome, I have to admit. Snippy is a Dwemer droid follower inspired by BB-8 from Star Wars, which you probably already know. He is technically a non-combat follower, but he is still a very useful droid, as he comes with many functions. To activate, first of all, when you install the mod, you get Snippy in your inventory, and the controller for him is just in your weapons inventory. Equip that and he will summon straight away, then you can ask him to follow you. In his inventory you can ask him to do a bunch of different things, and here are his main features. He has 128 unique voice reactions, so depending on your situation, he will comment on that. He has a unique follower system, so you can treat him just like any other follower. He has a manual control mod, meaning you can control him and drive him around, and that of course is his best feature. He will never get lost, as if you activate your controller, he will teleport back to you. Snippy also works as a flashlight, a lockpick. Finally, Snippy is also a scanner, and when in manual control, you can scan the area and detect any living thing, perfect for sneaking characters, and in fact, you can activate all the features whether you're in manual mode or not. So that's a very cool part of this mod. He is a very nice follower and is actually part of a larger upcoming mod called Project AHO, which looks like it's going to be an awesome mod based on this mod. So definitely check that mod out and also try this mod out for yourself. I mean, Snippy can even swim underwater, so what's not to like about this one? Well, that is about it for this video. If you found this video useful, leave a like, it's very much appreciated. And if you want to see more daily news guides and updates on more similar games, check out my channel and subscribe. You can turn on notifications as well to see vids as soon as they're released. But guys, thanks for watching, stay awesome as always, and I will see you all in the next one.